What's up, guys? I'm just pretty much here to make a very, very small video because I realized something today. I have never done an about me video, and this channel originally was pretty much about me and me ranting, and a lot of those rant videos are obviously no longer on the channel anymore. They've been relocated to another channel that I'm not going to link you to because I realized there are quite a few younger people who watch this channel, and I understand the whole need for censorship and you know, the lack of. That's my air conditioner kicking on. Wow, you're really gonna kick on right now? You're really gonna kick on right now? I understand the need for sensitivity in the terms of when it comes to people who are brought up differently or who are under a certain age and may not speak the same way as certain adults do. So a lot of my older videos are no longer on this channel. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. I do, however, know that I've never done an about me, like who am I? And I know that this channel is no longer really about me. It's more about Marissa and our pets and pretty much our whole lives together, which I think is great. I think it's absolutely awesome that she's, you know, come along for the ride and has become less camera shy over the last few months. But I've never done anything explicitly about who I am, where I'm from, what I do, and, you know, anything really about me. So without further ado, here it is. I am Ken, also known as the King of Providence. I'm not really a king, don't worry. There's no like castle. This is obviously a really crappy house in the middle of the city. But I'm Ken. I've grown up here all my life. I've been here a good chunk of the 33 years of my life. I mean, I have lived outside of Providence for a very, very brief period of time after my house burned down back in 2003. So I was moved. I was relocated to West Warwick, which is really quite a ways away. Not too much, probably like, I don't know, 10, 20-minute ride, depending on traffic. But I grew up here, went to public school all my life, know a lot of cool people, and you know, I work every day just like any normal human being. I work retail. I work for a retailer, and I like my job. I like the people I work with. I like the customers. I like being able to help people just in general, even though right now my schedule doesn't really allow me to interact with customers because I'm working a very horrible third shift schedule, but that's okay. I get to spend more time during the day with Marissa, the pets, and you know, obviously home life during the day is much better than home life at night because most of the time at night you're just sleeping. Whereas I'm at work all night and then I'll come home in the morning and I sleep while she's sleeping, and I'll get like a few hours sleep until she wakes up, and then I wake up too, and you know, we have some fun, we interact. But you know, I'm a normal guy just like everybody else, and I've been doing this YouTube daily vlogs for almost a whole year now. By the way, we are doing a giveaway for the whole 1 year, 100 subscriber. Just we're doing a giveaway. Yeah, if you want to know anything about the giveaway, just check out earlier vlogs that are titled about the giveaway. You'll see. We might link one below. I don't know. Yeah, I've been doing this for almost a whole year now, every single day, and I like it. Like, my goal is not to really get anywhere. Like, I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not doing clickbait, anything like that. I'm just showing off my everyday real life, like what we do every day, and what we do is not that interesting sometimes, and sometimes it's awesome, but you know, it's our everyday adventures together, and we like to be able to share that with people, and it has opened a lot of doors for us. But on the other hand, it has also given us the opportunity to meet and interact with a lot of people who we would not have met otherwise. And a couple of people, for example, I mean, like we've got Life with Nay. Her channel has not been active for quite a while. She's been really busy with her personal life and, you know, work and stuff like that. But you know, we didn't meet with her, but you know, we met her through the internet, and we really like her. She's a cool person. I hope she feels the same way about us. She actually sent us a painting that we keep in our bedroom. That's really awesome. But we were able to meet her, and she's really cool. And every now and then we'll connect on Instagram or whatever. And it's awesome just to be able to connect with you guys and be able to meet new people who otherwise we would not have met out in the real world outside of the internet. It's not like when you go outside, everyone's watching you. That's strictly like a world of paranoia that we're not even going to get into. But like on the internet, there are just people who, they just watch you just at random, and they're like, oh, maybe I'll like this video. They click it and they watch it, and maybe there's something going on in your life that they can connect to. And I hope that's what happens with us, that people can connect and relate with, how we live our lives. We're not like upper middle class, happy-go-lucky people. We have very shitty days sometimes, and we have really great days sometimes. We don't do the happy medium where it's just smiles and giggles all the time. We don't do that at all. We try to get the best of both worlds, and we want to be as real as possible with what we're doing with the vlogs. So we try not to do anything too outlandish. But we've also met another young lad named CJ, who's an amazing dude from overseas, like over in England. We would never have been able to interact with this dude if it were not for YouTube and the internet. So that's a whole nother reason for doing this. We're able to just connect with so many other lives, and we are like forever grateful for that opportunity, because when I was a kid, this shit right here was not possible. I may not look old, but I'm not young. I will say that. I'm not a 20-year-old dude just making videos. 13 years ago I would have been, and this whole idea of YouTube and being able to make videos and interact with people online would probably have seemed a little psychotic if I had even tried to think of that in my head. But yeah, aside from that, I've grown up here all my life. I was born on June 27th, 1983. My mom was an amazing mom. She was a great person, very hard worker, a homemaker most of her life. And when I was a teenager, she started working more and getting out into the professional world. She actually worked at the hospital, which is several blocks down the road from here. And I would, when I was in high school, I used to go, my freshman year, I'd go visit her after school, and we'd hang out the rest of the day and all that. But unfortunately, my junior year of high school, she passed away due to a brain aneurysm. And I was about 17 years old. Yeah, I was like 17, 18 years old when that happened. And that really put my dad and I in a rough spot. And we never really like connected. Oh, there's Allie in the background. Yay. But my dad and I, as kids, we weren't really like, I mean, we were close. Like, my dad was always my dad. Like, he was with us. But it's like we never like hung out aside from work. Like, I'd go to work with him, but we wouldn't do shit together, because I was a teenager. That's my dad. What possibly could we have in common? But then this happens, and we're like just brought together like instantly. Like, our main goal is just like to take care of each other. So ever since that, my dad and I have just been really tight, and it's good to have that kind of a feeling about someone. Like my dad, I would literally just. So yeah, sorry that the video cut out just a second ago, but I believe I was talking about my dad and how like my mom's life just kind of brought my dad and I together. My brother, on the other hand, he's a whole different story. He's a whole nother ballpark. My brother has always been very independent and a bit of a. He's what I would like to call a Looney Tune, because this guy is just all over the place, and I wouldn't have it any other way. He knows how to he knows how to take the worst situation and turn it into a joke, and that's good sometimes, and it's kind of bad a lot of other times, and I think he's proud of that, and I'm fine with it. My bro and I, we haven't really hung out a lot until recently. Like the past couple months, we've been getting together like religiously, like every week, and just chilling, because you know, family, I guess, as we get older is kind of meaning a lot more to us than what it has in the past, because we're starting to realize that time is is very, very precious. So it's been good. He is 2 years older than me. I also have an older sister, and I have another older brother, Joe, who live down in Virginia. They do not carry the same last name as us. Thank you, Jesus. I would feel so bad for them if they were, yeah, if they had our last names. I feel horrible. But yeah, they live down there. They do their own things. We chat every now and then. My brother Joe calls me. He tends to call me more often than my sister, which is fine. Like I don't know. I don't like talking on the phone. That's probably the issue. It's like it's not like I don't want to talk to them. I just hate talking on the phone. I absolutely hate it. And it's not just them. It's anybody. I just don't like it. You know, some people have that. But yeah, you know, I went to public school. I have siblings, and after public school, I didn't work a lot. I took jobs here and there. Like I worked at a market that my brother used to work at, and then I worked for CVS for a couple years, and I quit like 4 times. And then every time I quit, they'd call me and say, "Hey, did you really quit? We kind of need you here." And I was just like, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. And it took a while to find a job that I liked. Like my current employer, when I first got hired, I didn't really like what I was doing. I mean, I did, but it was just at the time not what I really wanted to focus on. But now that I'm doing what I'm doing, I really like it, and I like to be able to see what I can accomplish every day. Like I have the type of job that allows me to actually visually see what happens in a night, and it's great. So I'm very happy for that, and I've been doing that I've been with the same company now for like 11 years. Yeah, 11 years, and I like it. I absolutely just I like it. It's great. My team is great. I have a lot of cool people working with me that just make the night even better. And if I was alone, I'd probably be really depressed. But yeah, no, they make it very cool. And that leads me to Marissa, who I met in high school. I met her many years ago, and I knew right from the moment I saw her there was just something about her that I needed in my life, and it was great. We started talking probably, I want to say, like my senior year. Yeah, it was like my senior year in high school. I was in a band, and like she came to see the band. I know, cliche, like very like Hollywood type moment. And I don't know, we just started hanging out, and you've heard the other vlogs where we've talked about it. Like we did some questions vlogs where she basically talked about, you know, how we came to be, and it's pretty cool. Like I always kind of like had my eye on her, and she always just intrigued me in a very different way. Like I just really like her. She's a really good person, and there aren't a lot of good people in the world anymore. Well, at least around here, I guess. I mean, I'm sure there are. I encounter good people all the time, just not where I live. But yeah, it was great meeting her and finally, like, you know, getting to be with her. It was kind of rough at first because I didn't want to commit. Every relationship before her just didn't work out, and I'm really glad that with her it's going great. Like we get along so well, like unbelievably well. We don't argue. I mean, we'll have little things here and there, but we don't fight. We don't do anything like that. We just chill, have fun, and it's awesome. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of lost track of where I was going with this because the dog showed up, and now this is a beverage, by the way, obviously. I drink, yes, I do drink. Not a lot. Not as much as I want to. But let's focus on that smiling dog, because she's, look at her. Let's get her in, yeah, look at her. Smiling puppy. We see you. All right, back to me. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, I live in Providence. I live in Rhode Island, which is the smallest state in, you know, the whole country. People tend to think, why am I not in focus? I just focused you. People tend to think that like Hawaii is the smallest state, but it's not. It's not. Rhode Island is like a speck of dust in this big, open land of craziness that we call the United States. And I just live a normal life, and I'm glad you guys watch. I'm really glad. If you're watching this video right now, leave a comment below. What the hell are you doing right now, aside from watching this video? How was your day? Leave a comment, and I'll probably comment back. It might be late, but I'll do it. I promise. I promise. I promise you. I'll comment back. I'll do it. But yeah, I'm going to end this now before I keep rambling. If there's anything else you guys would like to know about me or the dog or Marissa, let us know. And in the future, we will be doing an About Us video together, where it just encompasses all of our collective life together. And I'm going to try and convince her to do an About Me, just like for her specifically, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, because she's still a little camera shy. A little wee bit. But thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. That's the dog in the background. This is a chalkboard. There's a chalkboard here. There's a chalkboard. There's a nice little chalkboard here. Peace.